Megiddo. It is an ancient mound, an archaeological site and a national park. The mound is located on an ancient crossroads, the Sea Road, from Egypt to Syria and Mesopotamia, in the Iraqi region, and the mountain road that passes through Samaria, heading north to Lebanon and along the sea. The mound dominates the passage from Wadi Era, and the Jezreel Valley. There are water springs in the place, and the fertile Jezreel Valley provides food. 26 layers of settlements on top of each other were discovered in archaeological excavations. Pottery from more than 5,000 years ago has been found. After that, there was an important Canaanite city. Egyptian inscriptions describe that 3,500 years ago Megiddo joined the revolt against Egypt. Thutmose III, king of Egypt, went out with a large army. The army could have come from the Dothan Valley or from Wadi Milk, but Wadi Era was a difficult forest to cross. But he decided to pass through Wadi Era, surprised the Canaanites, beat and looted the camps outside the city. The rest were shut up inside the fortified city, and the Egyptians besieged them for 7 months until they won. During the Israeli period, it is not known exactly when the city was conquered. In the days of King Solomon the city was built. Over the generations it has gone through many wars with the Egyptians, Aramaeans, and Assyrians. The city had days of prosperity and times of wars and destruction. Since the Persian period the importance of the city has decreased and there has been a small settlement. Christians believe that the end of days will begin with the war of Gog and Magog in Armageddon, Mount Megiddo. After the Bar Kokhba revolt, the Roman legion camped there. The place was then called Legio. About 100 years ago, a small Arab village with a similar name, Alajan, began. During the War of Independence the village was abandoned. After the establishment of the State of Israel, Kibbutz Megiddo of the Hashomer Hatzair movement was established by Holocaust survivors and partisans. More than a century ago, archaeological excavations began, and since then the site has been excavated many times. Many cities from different times, fortifications, walls, and gates were discovered at the site. Palaces of public buildings and dwellings. There is also a water plant, which carried water from springs outside the city underground, which was hidden from the eyes of the enemies. And also, altars, temples, and stables. A national park was established on the site, restoration and conservation activities were carried out, and the site was opened to visitors. In 2005, a World Heritage Site was declared by UNESCO.